Hello, and welcome back to Diecast Graveyard. My name is Paul. We've got a fun and a quick build today. We're going to take this mainline 55 Chevy Belair and we're going to do a wheel swap on it. Now sometimes when you get a beautiful car that's got great markings and great tampos like this, you really love the car and the paint job and the way it looks. But you know, the wheels on there, they're not that great and you want to do a wheel swap on it. So today, we're going to do a wheel swap on this car and do a little bit of detailing and make this car look the way it should have when it came from the factory at Mattel. So go ahead and grab your favorite adult beverage, or if you don't drink, have a Coke or a tea or whatever you drink, and join along with today's build. Sit back, watch the video, and let's have some fun. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. First thing we're going to do is we're going to drill the base out of the car. And we're going to take these mushroom caps on the bottom and drill them out and take them off. Here I'm using a 1/16 inch drill bit and I'm pre-drilling the post. Now what this is doing is it's thinning the walls of the post, so when we come back in with a larger drill bit, you're not going to have as much material to remove and it's going to come off a lot easier. Here I've got a 9/64 drill bit and we're going to go real slow now. Starting to wiggle it back and forth, it's going to take that cap off there. Do the same thing for each post you have. Some cars come with one post, some come with two posts. And there it is. It's that quick and it's that simple. If the base doesn't come off, you can either use your center punch or you can use a screwdriver to take it off. Now we are going to put some new wheels on here anyway, but if you want to keep these wheels, just be a little bit more careful when you pull them off because you don't want to bend the axle with the screwdriver. Here's the body, and like I said, that looks really darn good, and I love the paint job on it. Interior is simple, and the glass is brand new, so we're going to have no problems there. Let's go ahead and pop these wheels off. Let's go ahead and file down the posts and get them ready to drill out so we can put the screws in there. I do this to take the burrs off the end of the post, so it'll be really easy to put that car back together. As I've learned in the past, also make sure that you got an extra file or something around just in case this one breaks, because they're not that expensive and they will break on you if you put too much pressure on them. Make sure that when you're filing that you don't put the file on the edge of the body because you'll take the paint off. Okay, here's the base. Here's the old wheels. Man, that paint job looks great. I love the color of this. Now here's some new wheels here from Sam Ed Wheels. They pretty closely match the color of the car, so it's going to make this wheel swap look excellent. Check out all the things that Sam Ed Wheels has to offer at www.samedwheels.com. Like I was saying before, sometimes the car that you have, the paint job looks excellent. You say, you know, I'd really like to make sure that I preserve that, but I don't like the wheels. And that's the whole purpose of doing these wheel swaps. Now, if everything goes okay, I'm going to try and do at least a wheel swap every Wednesday. Hence the name at the beginning of the video, Wheel Swap Wednesdays. Now also, if you've done some customizing of some cars, send them to me. Send me some pictures. I'd love to feature your builds in my videos. So send it out to diecastgraveyard@gmail.com and I'll try and put those into my Wheel Swap Wednesdays. Those Sam Ed wheels look absolutely incredible. I'm really excited about the way this car is going to turn out. Here's the body, all set up and ready to go. I did go back in later and do some detailing. Here's the wheels. Man, they look fantastic. And here's the interior and the glass. Let's put it together.
Meanwhile, back in the graveyard.
And here's what we started with. A main line that I picked up at Walmart for 94 cents. And like I said, I went back in and detailed up the tail lights, the front signal lights, etc. And it turned out fantastic. Now, we took the car apart, we did a wheel swap, and we used those beautiful Samed wheels. And now we've got a real cruising classic. Let's go ahead and look at the results. And here's what we got to. Man, this car looks absolutely beautiful. And it only took a little bit of changes to make this car into a beautiful classic for your collection. We used the Samed wheels, like I said. We went back in, we detailed the tail lights, the signal lights, etc. And it didn't take much to turn this car into a beautiful street rod. And I had an extreme amount of fun doing this. This was a fantastic build, and I hope you do one also. Like I said, if you build a car and you do a wheel swap on it, detail it out, send me a picture of it to diecastgraveyard@gmail.com, like I stated before, and I'd be happy to give you some recognition for some of the beautiful work that you're doing. I love this hobby, I really do, and I love teaching folks. But I got a lot of videos coming up in the very near future, so please check things out. Thank you for joining me today on Diecast Graveyard. We've got a lot more videos coming up in the future, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And thank you again for joining me here today. If there's something you'd like to see, put it in the comments. Thank you, and cheers.